thought I was in the will of God. I thought I was in the plan of God. So why is it that I'm a victim of temptations, a victim of trials or pressures? The man that chooses the route of prayer has already accepted to meet with a strong man. I don't know why you canceled your appointment with a strong man. That's why your days of visibility have been prolonged. You have absconded from the altar of prayer. That's why your days of visibility have been prolonged. Because before any man enters into the city, he will first enter into the wilderness. So Jesus came before the tempter. He went in search of the tempter, got to the wilderness, set up a prayer altar, and the tempter came to look for him. So that's the first reason why he had to be tempted. He had to do contend with a strong man of nations. His ministry was the outcome of that battle. That's first reason. Second reason why he had to be tempted was because he came after the order of Adam. And the first Adam was tempted along 3 points. And Adam succumbed to temptation. And the purpose that God had with Adam was truncated. So now that he had come as the last Adam, he has to be tempted along the same 3 points. He is passing the tests that were captured in that temptation that will qualify him to fulfill the role that the first Adam lost out for. You see, the work of God is full of patterns. The same thing that the person that you were called to replace, the same thing he experienced, you are going to experience it. Many of us don't even know where to look. That's why you are confused. You don't know the shape of the battle that has been designed for you, because you have no knowledge of the kind of labor that took place before you showed up. You thought, okay, that ministry started with you. I did a diligent study of the people that have been the shepherds over my city. I'm talking about the major shepherds over my city. I did a study of their lives. I saw the patterns of the points of temptation. Temptation are measured in what? It's the same points that will come to you. The first point is the point of immorality. My city is a riverine city, and the symptom that you find around riverine cities is a high level of promiscuity, because sexual spirits operate from the water. You may not believe me, and I'm not even, don't believe. You know, some of these things I say is from experience. There's a high density of sexual inducing spirits in those territories. So if you are going to pass the test on that point, you need to tell yourself some truth and go to God to find the grace to survive that kind of test. Because the same patterns of tests that came to Adam were the same patterns of tests that came to Jesus. 3 points. And for Jesus, it was 3 points. If I have time tomorrow, I'll just give you an idea of the points. The same points. The same points. It was many years later that my eyes opened. I remember those 3 ladies on campus. The failure of ministry in that city is traceable to those 3 ladies. The whole city, just 3. You see, the agents of darkness know the reason why they were sent. Do you know what it means to have a sent mentality? Do you know what it means? Oh, you're not with me. You're not with me. A sent mentality. They tell them, this preacher, that preacher, this preacher, this preacher are the problems we have. So they know who they are fighting before it is too long. When you have a sent mentality, even if the place looks like a fortified city, you begin to see the weaknesses of the arrangement, because you are moving with a sent mentality. Those people know the objective. They know they are sent. Someone that is sent can afford to suffer a while just to gain the advantage that is needed for him to be properly placed to fulfill his mission. And that was how that lady was able to gain her position as the secretary of that man. It took a sent mentality to achieve that. That means, are you there? If you have a sent mentality and you know what you are called to accomplish, you are likely to reject a job that will take you away from the circumference of your mission emphasis. That one has more pay, it has more pleasure, it has more possibility. But because you have a set mentality, you camp around the assignment to find an opportunity. I came to tell you that Satan is planning against you. Satan. And the only way you will survive him is that you must have a plan yourself.